Welcome back to the channel. It is day 2 and part 2 of working on the Ford. Tonight the plan is to try and get the cab ready to lift off. I don't know if we'll be able to get that done tonight, but we might be able to get it done. I really think I'm going to pull the doghouse apart. I don't think I'm going to leave the doghouse together, so we'll just kind of see what we are able to complete. If you guys didn't watch the last 2 videos, getting this thing home and then pulling the bed off, which we did last night, you guys need to go check those out and see how that went. That was a little bit of a struggle to get the bed off, but fresh start tonight. First thing we're going to do is pull these seats out. We're not going to do anything with these seats. We're not going to use them. I don't like them. I don't like the bench seat. We will go back to a bucket style seat for sure. And we will be having to take, there's a couple bolts right there. Turn my light on my hat. 2 bolts right there, some star bits for the seat belts, and then there's some cab bolts right there. So we're gonna take the seat out and then we will kind of move on from there. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, I went ahead and took a quick little break, got the seats pulled out, got the carpet, well the vinyl pulled out. This truck doesn't even have carpet in it, it had vinyl, and we kind of uncovered a little bit more damage than I really wanted to see. Yeah, so let's go ahead and check it out real quick. I also obviously pulled the doors off of it. The doors are in really good shape. We won't have to do anything to those. But here you can see the floor. It's pretty rotted out on this side. I mean, this whole floor pan is going to have to be re-cut out and have a new one put in. But I'm not scared to do it on something like this, guys. I'm really not that scared to do it on something like this. I don't think it's going to be that hard to do and make it look decent. But yeah, I mean, there's a hole right there. This all has to be cut out. It's all bad. I may even have to get up here towards the tunnel some, but I may be able to sand that down. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe just having this whole cab sandblasted. So take the windows out, take the dash out, and then have it all sandblasted. Headliner obviously too, and we can. I don't know if that's metal. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But the whole cab inside is painted, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that side over there is not near as bad. I'm just taking a quick break here before we start on the front end. Here you guys can see on this side. This is the side that I was initially able to see. And I really wasn't scared of it. And after looking at this side's the better side. This one's not bad at all. This right here could have easily just been cut back to about right here, probably. Maybe a little farther. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's some holes up here. So, I mean, honestly, guys, at this point, it looks like we're going to put floor pans in it. We're just going to have to order them and do it. They're cheap. They make them for these. They're not, like, super hard to find or anything. So we'll have to put 2 new floor pans in the cab. And then we'll have to fix this rust hole. And then there's another one like this on the other side. And then other than that, the cab should be good. Now, on, like, a 2nd gen, if we were, like, restoring a 2nd gen or a 3rd gen or something along those lines, I wouldn't even mess with this. But a truck of this age, I mean, what do you expect? We live in Indiana. Everything rusts out, so there's really no getting around it. I could have paid, you know, double the money probably and got one that was pristine, but it's just kind of what you're going to deal with on something that's old. But we don't really care. We'll cut it up and we'll make it legit, and it's just going to take a little bit of work, but I think we can do it once the cab's lifted off the frame and we have a good, easy way that we can work on it and be able to work on all this stuff. It won't be that big of a deal. But next we're going to move up front and see if we can get the fenders pulled off tonight. We're going to have to take this grill off here. Looks like there's some bolts up here. These old trucks come together. There's not a lot of bolts on them. They're just all rusty. I mean, it's really nothing to take them apart. It's just everything's so freaking rusty, and got to spray everything with PB Blaster. Be super careful. Maybe we can get Caitlin out here in a little bit to help us with the hood. We can get the hood put off this thing. So guys, for the last like 20 minutes, I've been struggling on these last grill bolts. So there's 3 bolts that hold the grill on that go from the inside of the fender well. You have to access them from up in here. They go on the outside. You can kind of see that last one right there that's still there. It's cut on the other side, it's loose, but one of them, it basically broke the little tab right there that you can see. It broke that little tab, and there's no good way to get in there and grab it, but with just a little bit of damage to the grill, I was able to cut it off. I couldn't get a regular right angle grinder in there, and I know an air powered one probably wouldn't have been strong enough. At least the ones I have wouldn't have been. So I used my drill, got her cut. All right, let me tell you guys, I've been struggling. That took a really long time to get the grill off. It took me every bit of an hour just to get the grill off this thing. Like I said, every little nut and bolt on this thing is just rusty. Everything's hard to get. Broke loose. I mean, you're just soaking everything. I really just need to start heating everything. Pretty much any bolt I touch, I need to heat. Even the ones that you wouldn't even think to, like these right here. Like I guarantee if I start taking these loose, the tabs on the bottom are gonna break. For right now, I got a lot of bolts and stuff loose from the grill and everything that I want to go ahead and organize real quick and bag it up real nice and just verify that I don't lose this stuff. I want to make sure it goes back together original and nothing's mismatched, and it's got random bolts everywhere. The grill, the 2 inserts in the grill, I don't even think I needed to take those out. So for right now, I'm going to probably go ahead and stick these inserts back in this thing. This is a big solid piece of aluminum. It's so cool. Like these right here, these didn't need to come out. I'll just go ahead and screw those back in, that way I don't lose any of those screws. Alrighty guys, and that is where we're going to finish off with the 77 in this video. We got the grill, we got the seats. Well, basically we got the vinyl pulled out of the interior, which it was in horrible shape. Found a little bit more rust we're going to be dealing with. Got the doors pulled off, seats pulled out, grill pulled, bumper pulled off, hood pulled off, and then we got the grill off. And we were just taking our time. We are not getting into a rush on this thing. If I would have went balls to the wall, I probably could have got this. I could have got the cab off tonight. But I'm not getting a hurry on this thing. I'm trying to dot all my T's, dot all my I's, cross all my T's, and just do this thing. I'm not gonna get in a hurry on this thing, guys. And that's also why we are taking into consideration our space. For one, I don't want this thing, I didn't want it sitting outside here, collecting tree sap, sitting outside, just getting nasty. I want it to be kept inside. I also want to be able to sell the motor, transmission, and chassis to recoup a little bit of my money back from the initial purchase of it. And I basically just want to make this thing to where it's not taking up a ton of my space. It's basically, I just want it to be in this area from here over is this truck. And I think I can definitely do that. So that way we can still keep everything else going on the channel, and you know, still be able to pull vehicles in, work on them, stuff like that. But whenever we want to do work on this thing, we can. Real nice and clean, got everything stacked up real clean over here, and that is going to do it. If you guys like the channel, want to support for free, it doesn't cost you anything out of your pocket. I know if you guys are anything like me, you shop on Amazon. Each and every one of you guys probably shop on Amazon. So what you can do if you want to support the channel, and it won't cost you anything at all, is there's a link in the description of this video. And in that link, if you click on it, it'll take you to your Amazon. So if you're logged in on your phone or whatever, you may have to log in, I don't know, but always use that link. If you guys buy something, or you know, if you're on a desktop right now, copy and paste that to your desktop, and always use that link. Even if it's just something small, guys, anything you purchase through that link, it'll give us a small commission, and that'll give us a little bit of income to be able to put back into the channel, back into these trucks. So like I said, just throwing that out there. We're not selling merchandise or anything like that right now, but it is just a free, easy way that you guys can support the channel and support these builds. And thank you guys so much. We have just recently reached 3,000 subscribers, and I truly do appreciate that. It means a lot to us. This YouTube channel, to be honest with you guys, is probably the coolest thing that I have going on in my life, and it really means a lot to me whenever you guys comment and like the videos and share, and you know, give it your input. It really does mean a lot. So without further ado, that is going to wrap it up. See you guys in the next one.